Today we're here to show you how to properly set up your addresses, shipping and billing addresses for your school district. The first thing to do is log into the marketplace. Once you're there, go to the admin, and you need to log into the marketplace as an agency admin. And once you've done that, go to the admin menu. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually search for the user that we're going to utilize in the email field. For each one of these addresses. We're going to set the owner for those shipping addresses, and it has to be an agency admin within the marketplace. So what we're going to do is we're going to check to make sure that that user has the correct roles. And so if you go to marketplace users and just search on that user's email address that you're going to utilize and say filter, what you're looking for is underneath the roles here is agency admin. And so this Allison Bowen has agency admin access for her district. And so what we're going to do is we're going to set that email address, this allison.bowen@adamscentral.org, on the district's addresses. And you can have different user email addresses, but they do have to have agency admin rights within the marketplace in order to do this. This is so that order aggregation runs correctly and there's an owner for that order after it's aggregated then. So if I click on marketplace addresses and see the addresses for this agency, for the school district, I can edit these addresses by clicking on the pencil. And just to go over the settings of the addresses, there are different types of addresses. There's a shipping and a billing address. And so this one has both a physical address and a P.O. box. And so it is shipping and billing. Typically a billing address is going to be just a post office box. Otherwise you can use shipping and billing if it's a physical address. But a lot of times we don't list the P.O. box with a shipping address. There have been some problems with verification by vendors to verify that address if it's not a physical address. So a straight shipping address with a physical street address is preferred, but it really depends on your postmaster how lenient they are with that. So, and really it becomes when you order items that are small enough that they drop them in the mail to you, and rather than coming to a P.O. box, it comes to a physical address. Is your postmaster going to deliver that? And so the other fields are pretty self-explanatory until we get down to the deliver to one field. That field should always be left blank. That way, when a user inputs their order, their name will appear in that field. The deliver to field will be those, should be listed as either the district name or that person that is responsible for receiving that order when it arrives. And these are going to be all orders that are going to be shipped to this address. So if you have a specific user within your district that it should go to their attention, then you can put their name in there. Otherwise, just put the district name. Now, the email field, let me explain what we utilize this for. We are utilizing this for the order aggregation and setting the ownership after the order is aggregated to an agency admin. So this email address has to be a user within the marketplace, and they have to have that agency admin role. And so that's what we checked on that user previously. So this user obviously is not a correct email format, so we're going to update it with that user that we just checked on here, previous step here. So this Allison Bowen is going to be the owner of the aggregated orders once that is run. The last setting is visibility, and 99% of everybody's addresses are going to be set to account. That means everybody within your district can see that address. There may be some reason to restrict addresses. To give you an example, possibly a custodian that may want to ship to a bus barn and they're the only ones that are allowed to ship to that address, then we can restrict that address to where that custodian is the only user that sees that by clicking user, and then we browse for that user. And so if we need to find that user, maybe it's just Nellie Anderson, and we can select them and set that there. But like I said, most of them are going to be set to the account for the district-wide viewing of that address. So at this point, I'll hit save, and that saves my address. And that concludes our video for today. Thank you.